Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, guys, we're gonna talk about Nicki Minaj home being invaded once again, but thank God this time around, Nicki was not home. The man who invaded Nicki's home, he was caught on camera wandering around Nicki's property. He broke in, yes, he broke in, honey, and he got into her property. He did not get into the house, thank God. No, this man was released from prison, I believe, less than 3 months ago. And they're calling him Bigfoot because he was just on this woman's, estate wandering around. This man has a criminal record. He has a criminal history. And it was a very scary and shocking situation for us to see, knowing that Nicki has been escalating these things, begging the governor of California, Governor Newsom, to do something to help her. And no one has been paying the situation any attention because you guys know Nicki's home, it was swatted before. And also back in 2017, before she moved to this mansion, or was it at this mansion? Her home was robbed. She lost thousands of dollars in jewelry, like over $70,000. But she wasn't, bothered by the missing items. She was bothered by the invasion of how someone came into your home, took what they took, and it has made her, very scared since then because she's saying if this person could come into her home, take what they wanted and leave, what else are they gonna do? You guys know that these incidents are growing amongst celebrities because it was only like a couple weeks ago, Rihanna's home was shut up, quite a few times by a crazy woman by the name of Ivana Lizette Ortiz. So, just imagine, we witness that before they actually go in to do something aggressive, they do some other little crazy stuff, whether it might be on the internet or in person. This man was walking around Nicki's property. Who knows if he was scoping out how her house was situated, taking notes of how many windows, how many doors, is it locked, is it grilled, what kind of security is going on here. Maybe he had plans to come back when she was there to do stuff. Maybe he was well aware that she wasn't at home and he took the opportunity to mop out her premises so that he can return when she's there. People are crazy. You can never ever put anything beneath them or anything past them. And even though we don't like Nicki's affiliation with MAGA, you can literally see why she's affiliating herself with these people. And not only that, a few days ago, TMZ came out with a report about Nicki getting sued. We're going to talk about that in another video. And Alex Bruzowitz had to call out TMZ, and he basically exposed TMZ for releasing a ridiculous number of unfavorable reports on Nicki, while the pressing matters, the pressing concerns do not get that much focus from TMZ, as per Alex Bruzowitz. And when I tell you it was an alarming amount of reports on Nicki, it was. And when you see a media outlet do that, you have to wonder, could there be any other ulterior motive behind it? It's really given the sense that the industry is orchestrating something against Nicki. I don't have all the answers, but I don't think that these things are just random happenings, random events and all of that. And maybe that is why Nicki has her old pal Kenneth Petty, beside her. That man will protect this woman with his life. And that's one thing we can see. We have seen before, and he's not afraid to stand up and be a shield. That man literally uses his body to protect Nicki. We can say Kenneth Petty has a criminal record and a criminal history, but he has done the crime, allegedly, because I still believe that there's so much about those allegations to be questioned. And I'm going to keep it real at all times, not because he's Nicki Minaj's husband, but because of the details that were brought out in the allegations against Kenneth Petty, it is very much questionable, right? So as such, I have to say the guy has done the crime. He has done the time if he actually did the crime. But he's very protective of his wife, and only God knows what would have happened to Nicki if Kenneth Petty was not in her life. We have to keep it real, because I think that when you hear of celebrity homes getting swatted, you hear about that. But how many times are we going to hear that the same celebrity keeps getting hit repeatedly, right? When the same person keeps getting hit repeatedly, it is very much questionable. And these crazies, they are doing the most, because that woman, didn't she attack Rihanna's home with an AR-15? Oh my God. We're going to talk about the updates on that in another video as well. Now, what they are reporting is that the suspect could be seen on camera roaming around in the backyard and was described as a white male with a big red beard and long hair wearing a gray tracksuit. According to police report, what they're telling TMZ is that the man was arrested at the scene. But what TMZ is not reporting that has me concerned, I'm wondering if they genuinely did not know about it, is that this man was released from prison just a few days ago, literally, whether it might be 4 weeks, 3 weeks, I'm still calling it just a few days ago. So he was released just a few days ago, and here he is out here committing a crime. And do you notice how these people who taunts celebrities, they always have a criminal record. So I'm wondering if the higher ups in the industry are finding people who are not afraid to go to jail to do their dirty bidding, to do their dirty deed. One really has to wonder. But thank God Nicki wasn't there, and thank God, nothing further happened. This should not have happened, especially in a high-scale area such as that, where people spend a pretty penny for their mansion and their lifestyle. But hey, I guess money does not make you untouchable, right? But this is getting tired. I'm tired to hear this happening to Nicki Minaj. I believe it happens to her because she's being targeted. That's what I truly believe. But I do hope that the MAGA team steps up to truly help Nicki and put this thing to rest. Let me know what you guys think. We're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.